What's up, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I hope you're well. I react to video game music as a musician myself. Today is the return of Chrono Cross. It's been a long time. The song is called Dreamwatch of Time. This is requested by the BRM on Patreon. I just finished playing Chrono Trigger for the first time, and man, what a soundtrack. What a game. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the sequel, which is, I'm assuming, Yasunori Mitsuda. And I've heard a little bit of Chrono Cross. Actually, the first Chrono thing I ever heard was Scars of Time. And not very much after that, but some here and there. Anyways, it's been a long time since Chrono Cross. But this is Dreamwatch of Time. And let's get going while I fix my hair. Thank you, the BRM. I just noticed something. Stabs. I wonder if there's motifs from the first game in this game. I think I just spoke too soon. I'm pretty sure that's in the original game. It is in the first game. I don't know what it's called. Oh, now it's gonna kill me. I don't know what that song is. It's not the main theme, is it? Violins? It's always fun picking up a motif. A year ago, I would have never picked up any. More of a calm pace. Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum. Where have I heard this? I know it's in the original, but I'm trying to think of where. Oh, I just got an idea. Well, kind of. I'm basing it off of something. Okay, so this is interesting because, like I said, I just finished playing Chrono Trigger for the first time. A game that I played because of the music. Although, I currently have no plans to play Chrono Cross, even though it's a sequel. I think it's a sequel. Again, I usually play games because of the music, and Cross, as great as it is, it just didn't like really hit me the same as Trigger did. But that's nothing to take away from Chrono Cross's music. Like Time Scar was amazing, and there was another one that was really, really good. I just can't remember what it was called right now. Now, there's a couple things to say here. The game is very fresh in my memory. If you wanted to see the playthrough, it's right there. And fun game. You know, I liked all the characters, but I do know very little about Chrono Cross. I just know it came later. I'm not sure if it's exactly a sequel or prequel. I also ask that you probably don't go too crazy on spoilers, because you never know. But I'm sure people will still tell me because they don't stay around for this part of the video. But so the beginning part of that had this very kind of orchestral sound to it, and it reminded me of the Millennial Fair. So to me, this sounded more of a town or overworld, but it's kind of hard because it's Chrono Trigger. A lot of the songs fit well as a mood and as a town theme and as a world theme. So they kind of just like all bled into each other in random spots. There was a couple of cases where there was like specific songs for a certain section, but for the most part, it seemed, at least to me, that things were just kind of like spread out. So this one's kind of hard to say, but as I was saying that, and I heard that motif. I don't know where I've heard that motif, because remember CT has like 60 songs, so I can't remember all of them. And I think that is part of the main theme, which makes me think that this could possibly be the main theme of this game. It sounds kind of main theme-ish, Dreamwatch of Time. That sounds kind of main theme. I'm taking a guess. But the only difference, if it is the one I'm thinking, the only difference is that it has that, but then the main song has the little da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da, whatever. And it seems like this one has like the body of it, and then has a different melody. But I also could, again, just be confusing it with another song. Either way, that motif is in there. So it makes me think if that's like one of the main, if not the main theme of the Chrono series. Also, something very interesting is these two kind of go hand in hand. The audio quality is significantly different. Now, I don't know exactly what instruments were used or what synths were used for Chrono Trigger, but it was, you know, SNES, and it was right before the PlayStation, so CD quality wasn't really there yet, but it was about to be. Whereas this one, you can tell that it was way more advanced. I'm not sure if they were all real instruments, but it was definitely a different sound. It kind of took away that feeling of the kind of attack that Chrono Trigger had. It had a really specific drum and bass sound, and even the synths were really sharp, I guess. Not in, you know, flat sharp. I mean, like the tonality of it just had a big attack to them. Which brings me to my next point, which is bass. When I think of Chrono Trigger, I think of bass. Every song had some significant low end, and it's part of the main stuff as well. It's not just the back end doing low notes, it's like doing lead stuff. In this one, and now that I think about it, the other Chrono Cross stuff I heard, the bass wasn't really nearly as present, and maybe again it's because of that like sound quality difference, or if they just went a different direction. Now, I don't want to make this video like a comparison between CT and CC. It's just more like it's one of those rare cases where I do have some sort of context and some kind of thing in my head, especially since it was this recent. I just from me recording this to when I finished Chrono Trigger was like 2 weeks, so it's pretty recent in my head. I'm not one to compare and to be like, oh, this one's better, this one's better. I'm just saying that they're different, and almost wouldn't even be able to tell you. Like if I heard this blind and didn't know what it was, kind of sounds like the Chrono series, but kind of not. So I don't know. I'd have to obviously hear more of the soundtrack to get a feel for it, but you know, I've heard a lot of mixed things about this game. I've heard both the game and the soundtrack, and I think that's also, you know, heavy nostalgia towards the first one. But I think the music has to do with it too. Maybe they have a strong idea of what this music sounds like, and maybe this one just didn't like cut it for them or something. I don't know. I thought it was a great song, but for me, I was just trying to remember like what is it, because it sounded like a remixed version of something else, which I think is the main theme from the first one. But it's still cool. That's about it. It seems I didn't look into it at all, but it seems like this time it was just Yasunori this time around by himself, which was the intention of the first one. So that's cool. Hopefully no hospitalizations here. But if not, let me know. Let me know if Nobuo came back or someone else came back, or if it is indeed just his baby this time around. Anyways, that was it. Thank you, the BRM. Big thank you to everyone that you see here. I will see you all later in the next video. I still have more Chrono Cross stuff. So until next time, dudes and dudettes, take it easy.